All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. This is the truth about nothing. Clint, friends, how many of us have them? And how are you doing?
I'm doing well, and I want to add to those questions. What are friends?
That is a great question that we could talk this whole pod about, but we're not. Andre, how you doing today, sir?
I'm very shocked about what I learned about Vince McMahon last night.
You're talking about the documentary then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm watching that like tonight.
Oh, boy.
Night. You look shocked.
You're disappointed in that man? Have you been watching him the last 30 years? How could you possibly be shocked? You're shocked. Wow.
Really shocked, just really disappointed.
I mean, because when Diddy got arrested, I wasn't shocked at all.
Oh, no, that was warranted.
that was going to happen sooner or later.
Come on, dude.
Bobby, how are you doing, sir? How was your week?
It was pretty good. I had a pretty good week. I, just went to work, been going to the gym, met up with a
lady friend?
With one lady friend and one homeboy that I had from back in the day. So, yeah, all in all, it's been a pretty good week.
So it was the lady friend, the homeboy, and you.
Yeah. No.
Together.
Sounds pretty
different days. So one day for one.
Okay, so it was you and another guy and this girl, but on different days.
Sounds like
yeah. One day I hung out with the girl, and the other day I went to the homie's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there
wasn't a sandwich.
Oh. Get your head out of the gutter, sir. That wasn't what I was saying. Janae, how are you doing today?
Are you talking to me? Sorry, my headphones. It's a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. But hey, guys.
Good.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, I died last week. Oh my gosh, I was like, damn. But I'm back.
Welcome back. So, welcome back. So we had an adventure the last few weeks. Would you like to share with the class?
We want the good or the bad first.
The bad is always more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
more
bad
fun.
and then the
Yeah, and let's start with the bad. And then we can end it on a high note. See?
yeah.
Bad news is my dog died.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
I thought the movers broke some furniture or
That is
something.
really- that's bad news.
Bedraggled.
There's
I don't
nowhere to
think
go
I
but up, I guess. So
Literally bedraggled. But no, it's okay. He suffered from seizures, and he was 6, and that last one took him out. But it's okay because
he's in a better dog place.
he is in doggy heaven. He crossed the Rainbow Bridge, and he is living his best life up there.
Yes.
72 dog virgins.
And they have treats. They have treats.
They have lots of treats.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the bad. The good news is I moved into a new place this weekend. So, the same building, but like different apartments. So I got a 2-bedroom now. So now I can get like my little office, space. And then I have like my bedroom. And then New York Fashion Week was that last week or the week before?
Before, I think.
The week before. And then the week before that was my pageant. So it's just been a lot of craziness going on. New York Fashion Week was dope as hell. My ankles were on Bambi afterwards because I was in 6-inch heels for like 48 hours straight.
Ooh.
Couldn't walk.
Oh, wow.
But it's okay because, beauty is pain. That's what they say.
They do say that, and you are a veteran. You should get benefits or something after this. Like we should name a day after you to go, and all of the women who walk in 6-inch heels for days on
men
end.
make heels, and I hate men because they made heels. I love you guys though, but literally, men made heels, and I hate them. But I love them because they make
them
for their own pleasure.
To keep the woman down.
to keep her on her toes,
to
right?
keep the woman down.
Exactly. You can run really fast with those, so.
Really?
You cannot.
I base my woman's running speed with high heels off of horror movies, so
yeah,
it's not true.
Yeah.
Maybe your stalker can run fast in heels. I don't know about that.
She got a new number.
She has a new number and she's calling you now.
It's a new season. It's her winter arc of stalking. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that she changes it up. She's a strategist. She doesn't just, give up because I called him 50 times and he didn't answer. Fuck that. Yeah. She is a trailblazer who is not afraid to go to the carrier and being like, I need a new phone number quick. Um, yeah, maybe she has drones watching your house.
I would cross my fingers that anyone cared that much, but yeah, I guess
She
it's nice.
does.
Yeah, I guess
She
it's nice
does.
to be cared for, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, Ani, how are you today?
I'm very good. I was bitching and complaining about drivers on the way here. So I think I'm turning into one of those aggressive LA drivers. We talked about this a few shows ago.
We did.
But other than that, great.
Great. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy you were good. Today is Friends and Freaks, right?
A friend off.
A friend off.
Yeah.
A friend off. That is a great way to put it. That might have to go into the title. A friend off. That might be the title for this pod. Clint.
What type of oil would you bring for a friend off, though?
Ooh,
Baby oil's for the other one.
Olive oil.
I would say
Linseed?
I would say because a lot of people would think baby oil, but I think that's too easy. I think motor oil would be the best. We're talking high mileage, full synthetic.
Helping your boy change his oil.
Yeah. So, I'll get my oil changed and get your oil changed.
Help Janae move into that new apartment.
Yeah.
That's a friend off right there.
That is
Who can move
a
the
friend
most
off.
of my furniture?
Yeah.
That's a great way to get
So Clint, are you like, because and I ask you this first because you come from Alaska and you're here now, and so do you consider yourself a lone wolf, or are you that social guy as a bunch of friends?
Well, I feel like I'm a remote friend. So as we get older, talking on the phone, playing on like Xbox or talking on Discord, yeah, there's a lot of people I still talk to in Alaska and elsewhere. And I guess here, I don't know if it's easy to make friends here, but like I feel like I got to join pickleball or something to get anything meaningful,
Yeah. What about you, Janae?
I mean, I'm a good friend. I don't like people. So I don't like peopling. So therefore, it's like, if you knew me from like back in the day, 10 years, you're good. But like, I just don't like people and I don't want y'all to talk to me. So I just have my headphones in, but I have my good group of friends that I've had for like 6-7 years, and my longest friend was like 10 years. So, we communicate Facebook, TikTok. We just send, Instagram stuff back and forth all day. We don't even have a conversation. That's all we do is send messages all day. So that's all I got. That's it.
I'm with you on that. Bobby, where do you fall? Lone wolf or butterfly?
I'm a little bit of both because there are days when I just like I need my space. I need my personal space. I need to be, we all need that. We all need time to ourselves to recuperate, to regain that energy, to get our vibes right, And the funny thing is, in the days that I need to be alone are the days where I'm getting nonstop text messages, nonstop phone calls, or DMs on Instagram. And then there are days where I'm very social. I have a few good set of friends. I don't got an army like I used to, but I do have the few that I got are solid and real ones.
Right on. Dre.
Yeah.
Lone wolf?
Yeah, to both.
Oh, a little of both?
A little of both. I have to be, because then if not, I'll drive myself nuts. I do a 90s 2000 night now 3 times a week instead of just 2. So I have to pretend to like people. And then they're all in like the places that we do the 90s nights. They're with the Vanderpump Rules people. So they're reality stars. So I got to take pictures of girls with
what is
dudes
night?
from that show. And I don't even watch it. So it's just like, fake smile, take the photo. Fake smile, take the photo.
That sounds
It's just,
depressing.
like,
But
depressing.
what are these nights?
But that's Hollywood, Janae.
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, that's the LA Hollywood side of it experience, where you don't have real friends, but everybody pretends they love you. That's the beauty of it, right, Dre?
Yep.
They pretend they love you at the premiere party or at the club, but you're not gonna hear from them once they walk out of the door ever
puzzled.
again in life.
Like, what's a 90s night, though?
90s night,
And
Dre.
you're going to 2 of them? 2 decades
I'm doing
now?
2 decades, from 90s to 2010. There's a strict cutoff then, because then
Just
after
like
that,
trivia of like
Nope.
90s night? Or
we
you
don't
guys
really
like
do
dressing
trivia
up
that
like the
much. It's
Friends
just
cast or-
just a DJ, board games, and socializing. That's it. Except for a couple, 3-4 weeks from now, I get to play Ghostface. So we're gonna do a whole Halloween Ghostface sort of thing, and I even have the voice changer coming in the mail Friday, so I get to mess with that and be him.
So you're gonna sound like Batman?
Nah, it's not exactly like that, but close to it.
Okay. I don't know what I am anymore because I had a lot of friends once upon a time, and now I find myself hanging out mostly like with my family. I have a few close ones. Like one is like 30 years now, something like
30-year-old or 30
No, 30 years. Yeah. 30
Wow.
years of friendship, you know. That dude is crazy.
Sounds
That's
like
my
a good
brother.
ad, like 30 years of friendship.
30 years of friendship. 30 years of friendship. Most people can't get 30 years of nothing. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So
13 years of friend.
Huh?
13 years of friend.
13 years?
Yeah, that movie.
Oh, 13 years of friend. Oh, yeah.
I haven't
It
seen
kind of
that.
feels that way sometimes.
Yeah.
It's felt that way sometimes. Real like plantationish. Yeah. Yeah, it was.
So literally, my mind went to 12 Years a Slave. So
Yeah, that's
wait.
where.
it was 12. I was
Yeah.
okay. Baker's dozen a friend. I don't know.
No, you got it. We got it. Me and Janae got it.
That was
right?
the original title of the
got it
movie.
too.
Baker's dozen a slave.
Was that really? No, it wasn't.
Behind the scenes stuff. Don't tell anybody. I signed an NDA.
Okay, so going around the room, like, who's your best friend? Who's been around the longest for you guys?
I'll lead off. My best friend is named Greg. I met him in middle school, so that was like, for me, 7th grade, and I've known the dude the longest time. So
And that's not what you named your Willie, right?
Greg?
Yeah.
No, it has no name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, when we get to the freak off portion of the show, we can revisit that. Dre, anybody been around long term?
I have 2 friends. One's been the longest, was an actor, as is an actor friend that I actually got my first like movie experience, and I built a haunted house with them. But ever since then, I've always been put in projects with them. Or I've helped him with lines and stuff. So it's sort of like a friend, but kind of helped me guide my career, basically.
Nice.
Real nice. Real nice. I wish I had friends like that. They just call when they need money.
I've had to clean up Greg's puke before at a restaurant. I was just telling my girlfriend about this dude puking in front of like 13 of our friends in the corner stall of a restaurant, and he put his mouth like, and so it was like spraying up like
Ooh.
you're having fun with a hose, but
Ooh.
at a diner.
At a diner.
Yeah.
Ooh. He never lived that down, did he?
No, I think we got pictures of it, but that was on like the flip phone, so you're dealing with file systems then.
Janae, who you been rocking with the longest?
my best friend is named Kara. We met and in college at the illustrious first degree granting historically Black college and university, the Lincoln University. And so, yeah, we were rocking, we're going on our 10-year anniversary actually this year. So, we're about to have a big little party, right? Yeah. It's crazy having a friend for like 10 years. I was like, damn, like you're like the longest relationship I've had.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The real
It was
one.
good. She pulled me out a window, I fell out the window in college. So, we've been rocking ever since, a lot of drunk nights, good times.
I hear you. Ani.
Fell out a window.
Ani.
Well, I met my oldest friend when I was 3. It was very cute. And we still best friends, Evie. Yeah, and then I have another one, Yabo. I know her since I'm 4, so it's been a long time. I have a bunch of really good friends in Austria.
Evie and Yaba. Oh, I was going to say, where do they live? Like,
Austria.
are they in the room with us now?
No.
Okay.
But, here I have a really good friend, Marcus, German guy. I tend to hang
What
with
a
my
coincidence,
Europeans.
huh? Yeah.
Okay. So does anybody have some fun or crazy friend story? Anybody? I know you do, Bobby.
Yeah. I actually do. I have one of my good friends, his best friend's name is David Anaya. He was a real one. He was crazy. He was down. He was gangster. And back in the day, when I was working at Target, I met another friend who I still talk to from time to time. Her name was Stefan. And I got invited to a party that another coworker threw back in the day. And I invited my friend. And it was a group of us who were going to go, and I brought my friend David with me, and I introduced him to Stephanie. I didn't think anything of it. And then next thing you know, they're on the dance floor dancing, and like after an hour meeting, they were doing their thing.
Oh.
The next day, they went out to the movies, out to dinner, and I think they went to the Sheraton too after that.
Oh.
And,
why not the houses?
A couple of months later, we went to a Halloween party, my cousin's Halloween party, and they came with me. And, we were hanging out. And then as the night drew to a closing, we left. And, I'm driving because it was in my car. And, they're both sitting in the back. And then, we're in conversation. And all of a sudden, things get quiet. Things get really quiet back there. And then all of a sudden, I hear like movement. And then, curious me, I turn around and there's a porno video happening in the back of my car.
Oh.
They're literally.
Oh, wow.
Did you have to clean the car after? Like,
Did you let him? Wait a
bro.
second. The better question is: did you let him continue, or did you just stop? Did you pull the car over? I want to know how it ended.
How did Jesus take the wheel?
I was just passive. I was just driving and.
So you were driving while Miss Daisy was fucking in the back seat. Wow, that's a crazy story. How did he repay you for that? Because he owes you something massive after that. I
didn't think anything wrong of it. I mean, I didn't, honestly, I was like, damn, I didn't know I was that good of a matchmaker. I wasn't even trying to be a matchmaker, and I was a matchmaker. I wasn't even trying.
Oh, so it was cool.
You can do something when you're not really thinking of it. When you're not trying is when things actually happen. I think
when the event,
he always was the kind of person that like he gave me gas money, and that was good enough for me.
Bobby, I got a follow-up question. So you mentioned like there was conversation and then it got quiet. Was there like a startup conversation about like what the hell just happened? No, we were
just talking about random stuff about the night. I was telling them about my cousins, and we were just talking. Yeah. And then, they just did their thing. I mean, we're talking about like 5 minutes of silence, and then all of a sudden he's on top of her, and,
Whoa.
Yeah, you have graphic details, I can tell.
But I'm just wondering like the startup conversation after, like, well, hey, Bobby, you're going to have to vacuum this thing out real good and wipe it down. We need Lysol wipes.
I didn't vacuum it. I kind of just left it as is.
It probably stank
that was art.
after.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't it smell?
I did spray some of that. I did put one of those, they're
water.
called little.
Let me tell you something. Don't nobody do nothing sinful on the seats in my car except me, sir. Except me. There would be retribution and reparations if it were my vehicle. That's crazy. And yet, if I were I probably would have did the same thing. I must admit. Yeah, if it was possible. She said yes, I'd have done the same thing. And then when you got upset about it, I'd be like, hey, I hope you enjoyed the show, did you not? That's what I would have said.
Yeah. A couple of other crazy nights if we have time.
Cool. I'll tell you how I met my first best friend. All right. So as a kid, I bounced around. I lived in different places. And everywhere I went, it was like the worst part of the city to go to. So it was always fights growing up. Not the whole time, but in this time. So I'm like in the 3rd grade. I'm moving to this new neighborhood. The same thing goes down. We're fighting, me and my brother. And we kept getting outnumbered. There was a bunch of neighborhood kids, and there were 2 of us. Until one day, one of my friends said, hey, I know this kid. We can get him to help us. So we had just got jumped. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we walk a few blocks up the street, and we knock on this dude's door. And my friend Cedric tells him what's going on. I wasn't there for that, but he walks down to where my house is, and the kids are across the street. He walks over to me, walks a little past me. I'm like, yo, I'm Claudius. What's your name? He was like, look, I'm the FBI, the SWAT team, all in one. And he runs across the street with these rocks he picked up while he's telling me this, going after these kids. I'm like, yes, let's go. And I get after him too, and we've been boys ever since.
Wow.
We've been boys ever since. That was the first thing. See, that's friendship. He didn't know me.
A Lord of the Rings battle how you met. That's crazy.
Yeah. But he had a huge ego. but that's what made him who he was, you know. So
fighting with rocks.
Fighting with rocks. I mean, he was a big guy, but we were outnumbered. Hey, the rocks were an equalizer. Yeah. So he taught me an important lesson that day because I had never thought to pick up the rocks. Yeah. I always got jumped. So that's my boy. The first thing we did was fight together, and been rocking pretty much ever since.
Nice.
Pretty much ever since. Janae,
is he the one that you've known for 30 years now?
No, that is another gentleman. I would meet him like 2 years later. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean 2 years later. Janae, you want to give your best friend shout out for anything?
Yeah, so I mean, we had a lot of crazy incidents while we were at school at Lincoln. So okay, I'll tell the window story. So essentially what happened was it was like either like spring fling or like homecoming. So in HBCUs, you know, homecoming is usually in like the fall, spring fling is usually in the springtime, whatever. And so I don't know which one was which. And so we were drinking. So y'all remember, I don't know if y'all remember the Four Loko watermelon flavor. So we had, so that was the other thing. I was like younger than everyone, but I was the only one who had a car. And so I didn't have an ID, obviously. So of course, all my friends were like older. And so I was like driving and we go to the liquor store, whatever. Anyway, long story short, we had like one of those big like plastic totes. And, you know, we had lived in the suite or whatever. So it was like 5 of us. And so they were pouring like all types of liquor, jungle juice, essentially, whatever, all types of everything. And I specifically remember it was it's called Vladimir vodka. And I don't think they make it anymore. I ask every time I go to the liquor store. You remember that? It's like this big ass candle, and it's like for like $20. And I was like, okay, honestly, I should know better. But you know, I was young and dumb. So I was just fucking it up. Like, you know, it was juice, whatever. We was chilling. And then the Four Loko and then the Mad Dog 2020, the orange flavor. Ooh.
Mad Dog 2020. I heard that. Where are you from? Mad Dog 2020.
That was the last straw. That was the 13th reason that took me out.
Mad Dog 2020 was the drink I purchased the night I turned 21.
Really?
I went to the liquor store and bought me a Mad Dog 2020, the fruit punch one.
Oh,
that's the first
legitimate
drink I got when I turned 21.
Oh my god!
No joke.
That's why. Yeah, no shit. I'm telling you, that was all we could afford in college, obviously, because you know we was all broke and shit.
It's a strong drink, man. It's got like
strong as fuck
percentage of alcohol. It is strong.
20%, right? So more.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. There's no joke. You drink 2 of those, and you good.
We drank those. Like each of us had one, like ourselves. And so that was on top of that, Four Loko and whatever. It was a lot of shit.
Was this like the first formula that Four Loko had? Remember that it was so good they had to change the formula.
Yes. Because now I can drink it with like no problem. But like no, it was like, and also probably because my like tolerance was like super shitty because I was like drinking like terrible shit. But her room was on the 3rd floor and mine was on the 2nd floor. And so we went up there and like somehow we were like on the bed, sitting on the bed, we were talking or whatever. And I like leaned back and the window was open and the screen like went out. So I'm like hanging back like out the window. Mind you, she's all of like 90 pounds. To this day, she's probably like 110. Like she's like tiny. And I'm like, my thick ass, like I'm about 150, like titties and all. Like, how are you holding me up? Mind you, I'm literally like, I was like, just drop me. Like, she's like, no, you're gonna like,
leave
you're
me.
Gonna get hurt. I was like, we're on the 3rd floor. Like, I'm not gonna die. Like, and she's like, no, Janae, I can't drop you. So she's crying, I'm crying. Then like one of her sweet mates came in and like helped pull me up, but I'm just like,
you had a cliffhanger moment.
Like, that was crazy. That's some like Batman Returns type shit.
With like, no, let me go.
Yeah,
let me go.
Is that not Infinity War with Scarlett Johansson's character yeah. Let me go. I got you. Go.
Just let me go.
Yeah.
But she did not. And so that's why I'm still here, I guess. No. But yeah, no. Out the window. But that didn't stop me from drinking. You would have thought that would have been like you know what, Janae, maybe this is a sign. But you know what? I got my ass up and I was in class at 9:30 a.m. the next day. So, period.
Wasn't it good when you had that type of tolerance where you could get completely shit-faced and then do a midterm 4 hours later? Probably still fucked up.
Meanwhile, I take 2 couple shots, a glass of wine. I am dying. Okay? Like my body is like, bitch, what are you doing? You need water. You need hydration. Whatever the fuck you're drinking, stop it. Because you're playing with fire. And you know what? I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Me dead for 2 days. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what we're going to do here coming up right now is all of those friendships that you guys have, which are so beautiful. They're very beautiful, right? We're going to put them to the test. All right. Clint, I'm going to start with you. All right. I'm going to give you a scenario, ask you a question. That's it. Very easy, right?
Sounds easy.
Sounds easy.
Sign me up.
All right. So, scenario.
Okay.
Your friend wants to be a stand-up comedian.
Mm-hmm.
There is a comic open mic this week, but he is afraid to do it by himself. Clint, are you down to die on stage with him? Because he's not funny. He's not the funny friend.
Absolutely. If you do any open mics, it's like an inevitability that you're going to bomb. And it's most of the time you can turn it around, or, it's like that. What is it called? Like protecting your inner psyche or something. So you can turn that frown and upside down. And in that moment, if you had a friend like that, who you're going to be a real one and you're going to go eat shit on stage for this person, I would say I would probably lean into it with them and make it just the worst experience that anybody's seen. Yeah. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Andre, you ready?
Yep.
Scenario. Your friend likes someone that you like. The person does not seem interested in you. Question is, would you let your friend date your crush?
This is a way worse question than mine.
Yeah,
oh,
it
man.
is.
Yeah.
Glad I got that one.
Older than me, so literally, I don't really try with anyone. So it's kind of like, just go.
What were we talking about? Like the 55 and up? Or
Yeah, he's
like,
older
those would
than
be
me.
the
He's
ladies.
like, by like 20
You're like,
years.
just take her.
Just go ahead.
She's ready.
I don't care.
No lingering feelings, no animosity, no jealousy.
There's alcohol.
They are sleeping together if you do this. You realize that.
Yeah, I already know.
You're fine with that?
I have a choice.
Hey, you know what? That was a realistic answer. Good one. Good for you, Andre. Bobby. OG Bobby. You ready?
What's up? Oh, yeah. Hit me. Not literally.
All right.
Virtually.
Scenario. You and your childhood friend are at a dance. He heads to the middle of the dance floor. The crowd spreads out all around him. And they laugh because he can't dance for shit. Are you down to get laughed at with him because you can't dance either?
Yeah.
You're good?
Hey, as long as it ain't, yeah, I'm down for that because it's not just me they're laughing at. They're laughing at both of us. And shoot, why not? I would. I can't dance, but, that's not going to stop me. I don't care. I mean, we've all been laughed at. We've all been looked down on. And what do you do when you fall? You get back up, right?
Yeah.
When you fall on the dance floor, you get back up and keep dancing badly.
And you go get another drink
for your friend.
You go get another drink. Yeah.
And half of them people you're probably never going to see again anyway. So
yeah,
I ain't got nothing to lose.
I mean, I can't dance. That never stopped me from going to a party and getting on the dance floor.
I'll show you a video of if I went to a family function just not 2 weeks ago. I was dancing with my cousins and I can't dance, but that didn't stop me from having a good time.
Right on. Janae, you ready?
Hit me. What you got?
Scenario. One friend, your friend, recently got a pet. You guys are hanging out at the house. She goes around back to feed the pet. There's a knock at the door. The person who is at the door is looking for that pet. Picture and all. Janae, do you show her out or rat her out?
What type of pet is it?
Oh.
It is a Cocker Spaniel puppy.
She just lost a dog.
Very cute.
I know.
Very cute.
Like,
Wow.
And the only thing cuter than that dog's eyes are the puppy dog eyes of the woman who is standing at the door holding the picture looking for him. They, Janae, are soulmates, but they ain't your friend. What do you do?
What's actually funny is I just taught a lecture on this my class about the two rights, the right paradigm. Anyway, all right, bitch, get this dog out of here because first off, you already have two of them and we don't need another. So the dog gotta go because she can't even take care of herself. So the dog go. The lady gonna get her dog back is what I'm trying to say. Because if someone stole my dog, I would beat their ass. So she go. Yeah, I mean, she gonna get her ass ratted out. She would rat me out too because we love our dogs like so much. So she would rat me out too. So I'm not even tripping. I can call her literally right now. She'd be like, "Bitch, whatever." But yeah, so
cool.
That was a tough one.
Yeah. And it kind of escalated toward the end there, right? Yeah. The stakes got much higher. Sorry, Janae. Sorry. Ani, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, let's hear it from you, Ani.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the question.
All right. It's 3:30 a.m. You get a call from Ify. Says she's been chased by the police and there are drugs in her stomach. She needs a place to hide out and you're her only hope, but you can't tell anybody. Are you down to take her in?
Wow, that's the hard one. Well, I mean, it's actually more Yabu that would do that. However, yeah, I guess I would take her in, and she would have to poop it out right away, and we flush it down the toilet.
Okay. So you would help.
That's actually not how that works. They're gonna have to.
That's what I would try. I mean,
isn't it like aiding and abetting or something? And
it is. It is.
Depending on how much you poop, how much coke you poop out, like those are federal charges.
And then there's the question of when did she become a fucking drug lord in the first place, right? You're her best friend. Should you know that?
Yeah, but she lives in Austria, so I don't know what she's doing.
And if she poops at your toilet, like, they're gonna get your ass on RICO charges.
Well,
why are we like talking about like
the scenario?
But they're gonna have to like throw them up. Like you have to wait like a couple hours for them to shit out these fucking drugs. Like
and the police might come.
Right. You know
well, that's a good point. I mean, I imagined that scenario in Austria, so that I'm not really living there right now, so it will be my parents taking the hit. So
let me ask: will your parents take her in at 3:30 in the morning?
Well, they take the hit and take the shit.
Well,
basically,
I guess they would because they wouldn't really understand what's going on. So yeah.
All right, so.
You're bringing everybody down, Ani. I like that.
I know. And then I just get on the next plane and fly back to LA.
Sorry, family.
You're doing what Diddy's going to do to try to get some time cut short.
Yeah, I would just flee the country after.
You would just flee?
Is Diddy going to get Epsteined? Is that what you're trying to say, Bobby? Right?
No, I'm hearing that Diddy might be snitching on some people on those freak-off videos in order to get his sentence shortened. He might even be involved Jay-Z in it. Or so I'm hearing.
All right. Well, that leads us to speculations. Speculation time. And we've been wanting to, I know some of you have been wanting to speculate on Diddy for quite some time now. So this is like your chance to do that. What I'll do first is I'll just let you guys know in speculation one thing. There was an update to that women in Afghanistan story. You know how we did that on the last show and they had all these different rights taken away, right? And,
yeah.
So funny thing, those same government authorities have now passed restrictive laws for men as well. So equality all day. Progress, right? Exactly.
Thanks,
and Ani had no hope. She had no hope. No, they will screw you equally.
Not equally, though. I read the article.
Oh, well, they'll screw you some. You know, it'll feel like equally. They're not used to it.
Even a broken ISIS is right twice a day.
Twice a day.
Is that the saying?
Yeah. Even they're right twice a day.
Or was that Taliban?
So now, if your beard is not long enough, you are a criminal, which applies to me as well now. You cannot play music in the car. You have to wear certain clothes. You can't wear Western, anything that can be mistaken for a Western look. That means short hair. That means jeans. That is outlawed in the country now. And now, do you want to guess what the men are telling the reporters?
Nothing.
They're
going to get their head cut off. That's part of the new laws.
The ones who have spoken have said that they wish they would have spoken up sooner. Ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah.
Should have thought about that before.
Janae, do you feel bad for these men?
Where's your compassion, Janae? Come on. Let's hear it for these Taliban.
Nothing.
Come on.
Let's start here. First off, these men ain't shit. That's number one. Number two, I don't give a damn. Number three, the women rule the world. And number four, that's it. Point blank, period.
Yeah, you know what? I don't feel bad for him either.
Me and Ani could do this by ourselves. No offense to y'all. Like, we don't even need y'all for real. Like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, right, Ani, we got this.
Yes, we got this. We don't need them
See?
at all. For nothing.
Nothing.
We need to make
You know, I saw a woman who married herself. Like,
yeah.
we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I think that's becoming a trend.
Marrying yourself?
Some people have been doing that, like on socials. Yeah.
One recently died.
Yeah.
One died. So who did she leave her money to? Herself?
Herself. Yeah.
But did anyone see the one of the lady like divorced herself, or it might have been just like some like spam or something? But I saw the thing. It was like, yeah, woman marries herself, and then like a year later she divorces herself. I'm like,
she couldn't stand her ass either. That's all.
I was like, how is it even possible?
She probably wanted to marry somebody else then.
There's a lady that married the Eiffel Tower. You guys see that? Like when people love objects. Saw a lady marry her like crossbow. So marry yourself all day. Why not? Knock yourself out.
Well, some crazy lady in Austria, close from my home, married Jesus in a very, very huge celebration, and the Catholic Church stood behind that.
They did?
Yes, and she had to lie down in one of those huge churches, and it was like, so there was this thing where she had to lie down, and that symbolized the
sex act?
Yes, thank you.
With Jesus.
Yep.
So exactly. She's freaking Jesus.
That's blasphemous.
Yeah. Like better than Puff Daddy,
like,
I would say.
This was the honeymoon where she had to like lay down and
no, there was
everybody
in
watch.
the marriage
As a member
ceremony.
of the Catholic religion, I don't claim this at all. This is some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I'm Catholic too, and it's bullshit.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Is there a Jesus?
But she actually did this.
Yeah, and this was really, really like a really big celebration. It cost the church a lot of money.
Wait, the church not only stood by it, they sponsored the
They
wedding?
sponsored that because they also sent like an archbishop and all kinds of dignitaries.
To marry Jesus.
Yeah.
Could a dude marry Jesus like that, do you think?
No.
Not in the church.
Whoa.
They don't condone that.
The church condoned that. That's
The church does not condone that. Not the Catholic Church. The Archdiocese is not having that shit. The Archdiocese of Washington, D.C. said, no, fuck that shit.
They said Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
What
Isn't that what the Trump voters say?
What if he had really good makeup? I don't know.
What about if they're transgender?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That doesn't even exist in the church.
Damn, Money.
Let's not get canceled.
All right, Dre.
Wrap it up.
Dre, anything on your mind, sir?
The only thing is, right now, people are missing in North Carolina because those hurricanes. And there's another one on the way. It's just
Florida too, I
completely
think.
wiped out towns. There's like 3 towns that just no longer exist because it's completely gone.
It's like Walking Dead over there.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
There's a Negan, Asian guy getting his head beat in with a baseball bat.
Oh yeah, that was pretty graphic.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, I stopped watching the show after that.
Yeah. I couldn't take the Asian hate.
Yeah, he did beat him in the head pretty good there. Yeah.
It's a college drive if I ever saw one.
Yeah, so the hurricanes are pretty bad. But you know what? Don't say that, Dre. Global warming is not a real thing.
Not a real thing.
Okay? Don't
I know the
don't
storm's getting
believe your
worse.
lying eyes. All right?
It's a hoax.
Nah, I'm not trying to get scientists in my inbox.
As a scientist.
Climate change, I am not. Because I got some words from the last podcast we had.
As a scientist,
Yes,
global
doctor.
warming, global warming is a real thing. But anyway, continue. We can continue with our bullshit. But as a scientist, please, I'm stressed enough already. I don't want to give it a lecture, please.
I mean, you know, apparently we don't believe our lying eyes in this world. That's all it is.
Hey, speaking of doctors, isn't there like some second moon coming tonight?
Yeah, we're getting a new satellite. That is news. We're getting a new moon temporarily.
I heard about that.
For
Yeah.
like,
But
until,
it's
like, November or something?
Sometime in November, it will be flung away. And
When will we be able to see it in the sky?
no, it's too small. It's only like a few meters
I
across.
thought you might be able to see it with your naked eye if like, I don't know, if you're in a really dark place,
Or you're a bird.
you know?
If you're a
Here,
bird,
let me
it
get-
might be
hold on.
possible. No, you won't be able to see it. Have any of you seen like a celestial object in your lives that you remember?
Only Janae.
I like that, Clint. I like
My
that.
brother-in-law
I
had a
like that.
telescope
And you
back in
and
the
you
day.
and you can't see it if you're listening to the pod. You can't see it, but in addition to Clint smoothly laying down that line, he has his top button on his shirt unbuttoned. So if we could just put porno music behind this, and we could go off to the races.
I came back from the DC area. They lost my suitcase, so I literally before this I had to go pick it up. So I'm wearing my
and that's why you couldn't close up the top button.
I got lazy right about this button, so figured
all right,
chest hair. So
yes,
like that Rico vibe.
Yeah, but the moon will be here until November, and then after that, it's going to get flung away and continue its journey into whatever it is, wherever it's going.
The final frontier.
I feel like I look like a Colombian fentanyl dealer. Like that's why
I did get Scarface vibes when you walked in. Yeah.
It's the hair like swooshed in front of the forehead for me. I was just like, that shit took me out. As soon as I saw you, I was like, damn. But then y'all just we need to screenshot this and then you can post it with the podcast because it's killing me. Like it's killing.
You do look like a Colombian drug cartel.
Right? Yeah.
Look at it.
But with fentanyl, and if I was going Scarface, I'd OD, and that'd be the end of me. End of the movie. You know what I mean?
From Colombia, from Cartagena, Colombia,
Colombian gold.
Medellin.
Okay, we hear those rolled R's. We love to hear it. Okay.
I can't roll my R's. I don't know why.
I wasn't talking about you.
No one is, but yeah, I can't roll my R's. I think there's a gene that does it, right?
I can.
Can anyone else not roll their R's?
Cartagena.
I can actually. I can.
How about you, Ani?
Yes, I trained that in school.
You can learn that.
My friend Evie taught me.
You kind of sounded like a car was starting up or something. Yeah.
All right.
It's a great skill to have.
Yeah.
So, last story and speculations. I've been asked to do this for months, at least a couple, and we haven't done it. No matter what's happened to Diddy, he hasn't been brought up. Well, Diddy is the cover model for this podcast. So, Diddy got arrested. We saw it coming. I have a couple questions that aren't so much related to that, but I'll let anybody who wants to. Bobby, you were one of them. This is your time to shine, sir. Diddy got arrested.
I mean, it seems like Johnson and Johnson's baby oil has a new poster boy. They could just put his face in the on the bottle from here on out.
Wait a second. There's a funny tidbit to this story. The lawyer for Diddy said, he could have gotten it at Costco, and Costco immediately we don't sell that here.
Costco wasn't fucking with them.
We don't sell in that sort of volume out here because Costco's
they probably hit all their inventory in the back.
That was hilarious.
They did sell that. I think they did sell that.
What, baby oil? I'm sure they sell baby oil.
But not to
I'm sure after this whole situation, I'm sure they put all their inventory in the stock room in the back.
Well, since you brought it up, I want to ask, what do you really use that much baby oil and lube for? Anybody had any thoughts about that?
Well, isn't baby oil pretty bad for genitals, right?
Probably.
pH wise?
Probably.
Yeah, if it's not water based and more oil based, it could
You
it's not good.
You have a not so pleasant tingle down there.
Wake up with BV, right?
I had an incident when I was 18. I had this thing where the homies, we go out and party and you see everybody's little, because men like to pretend like we don't primp and prepare ourselves to go out. We do. It might not take as long as women do, but we're worried about our hair and how we look and how we smell and all of those things.
Gotta pluck that unibrow.
Yeah. So, I mean, with the homies, we would get to see the pregame routine. And this cat, he was older than me. He throw baby powder down there. So I started throwing baby powder down there. I'm like, okay, yeah, keep everything dry. It didn't go well. It burned. And I never did it again. It was horrible.
Why did it burn?
Because I had an allergic reaction to it.
I thought you had an open wound or something.
No, I had an allergic reaction.
An open wound on.
Some of us have rough weekends, okay?
Pour baby oil in it.
Yeah.
I thought it burned for the woman.
No. There was no woman getting for a little while after that. Yeah, yeah. There was no woman getting. I had to take a little mini vacation. You know, I had headaches. That's what I told her. I had headaches. I couldn't tell her I put baby oil on my thing and it swelled up like a cucumber. No, I couldn't tell her that. So we just avoided the topic for a while.
When it swelled up, let me stop. I'm so sorry.
It was bad. It was bad, and I felt really stupid. And then I couldn't even tell my homie what happened, you know, because I wanted to blame him. But
and baby oil has that smell. Like you can never wash the smell off. Like even if you wipe it up, you're still like someone's gonna know your shame. Of having that baby oil there.
Yeah. That much baby oil. From experience.
I don't use no baby oil.
Yeah, Dre's correct. Costco does not sell baby oil in bulk at all. They don't sell it whatsoever.
Is that what they? Oh, so they don't.
A rep from Costco
You would send people to buy it in bulk.
None
before
of their
the
U.S. stores carry baby oil in bulk. Costco does sell hair and cleansing gel for babies, but none of the stores in U.S. comes anything close to baby oil. That's their statement.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the crew quick question before we get to the last topic. How freaky is too freaky? So here's the thing: we're at a Diddy party. Okay.
Oh.
It is too late to still be partying, but too early for Diddy to go to sleep. All right.
Everything starts at 1.
About 3:34. About 3:34, it gets live. So it's about that time. But the sun's not up. The hunt is still on. All right, you're at the party. There are men and women naked. Is that too freaky? Are you in or are you out? We're in. We're all in. Okay.
Do you have to be naked? Can you be
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. You don't have to be naked, but you're getting looks.
Yeah.
You're getting looks.
I'll keep my parka on.
Are we all just standing around? Are they all just standing around like naked, or are they engaging in any type of activity?
Like eyes wide shut kind of type deal? Or?
Not eyes wide shut, but it seems to be trending in that direction.
Yeah. The prophecy is coming true.
Yeah. Yeah. So now there's a burlesque show that gets a little too real. All right. So now we're kind of moving into freak off territory here. Do we look for the exit, or are we curious to see?
I'm out.
You're
running.
You're running.
I'm running for my life.
I'm the driver, so I'm already in the car.
All right.
I'm out. I mean, that's compromising evidence, and now the Fed.
Yeah, I was gonna say if there was no chance that any pictures could be taken of me or any videos, I would stay and watch.
So
this
Clint is still on board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably watch too.
Okay, Clint is still on board.
Yeah.
Ani is still on board. All right.
I've been to a club like that in Berlin once.
Like, were they banging each other and like?
Yeah, I didn't even know that's gonna.
Oh yeah, was it a sex club?
Yeah, and I came there with pants and stockings on because it was winter, and then it turned out I had to take either my top off or my bottom off. And
you didn't know it was that, or
no.
You thought it was like a doggy daycare or something, or
yeah.
So what item of clothing?
How do you not? Oh, I just wound up in here somehow. Like,
yeah, it's a friend of mine had this photographer friend, and she said we should just get dressed up. And I thought, okay, get dressed up. But yeah, so that was interesting and unexpected.
Wait, the photographer went to the orgy? Like this is exactly what we're talking about.
It wasn't necessarily an orgy.
Photos?
It was
no way.
It was a club where people were barely wearing any clothes, and you could only get in that way. But yeah, you could watch if you want to.
Yeah, you can leave your friends behind.
You can do that too.
Yeah, because if your friends don't swing, and if they don't swing, then they're no friend of Ani.
So yeah. So Clint's still on board. Ani's still on board. We go into another room. It's a room full of Jello, and it looks used.
Jello?
And it's slippery in there.
And you got to eat your way out, or?
That might be the idea, but no one's made it.
But it's Jello. Like,
male escorts are scattered all along the sides of the pool.
Are they passed out?
Yeah,
spent, used up.
Yeah. Are we out at this point, or are we going to continue? Do we want to see what debauchery is behind door number 3?
I would be that Vietnam photographer, just ready to go, ready to film. The people need to know.
Alrighty. So you guys are in. I'm not going to make it too freaky because I eventually want to, do some things that require me not to. So We're going to get to the last question of the evening real quick. This is for the room. I'm going to start with Bobby. Bobby, can two people of the opposite sex just be friends?
Yeah, one of my good friends is of the opposite sex.
Is it the one that banged the girl in the back of the car while you were watching?
No, my other friend. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's 2024. I mean, what's so?
It's the 90s. Yeah.
Clint, what say you, sir?
I guess, I don't know. I know all people are different. Some of them got to be dudes. But I've also seen, as I get older, some of those, oh, this is my dude friend. And then eventually they do get married. I don't know if it's like some sort of marriage pact that people have, but I don't know. Again, like what are friends? And that's such a broad definition that maybe it just took so long to.
So you're saying that maybe with some of these paired friends, there was intention there already, and they just went about it the long way.
And on which side, who knows? But yeah, I guess just ending up and being married if you're friends on the opposite sex. I mean, it's bound to happen. But as if you can be friends, I'm gonna say yeah. But there's obviously connotations there for your average man who's gonna be like, yeah, I'm trying to not jerk off to my best friend tonight. You know what I mean? Of the opposite sex.
Janae, what say you?
Not Greg.
I don't think no. The answer is no. I feel like when you can, I don't know. I feel that there's always like an ulterior motive. Like, even for me, like I've thought I've had like a guy friend. Nigga was just trying to fuck. Like,
how many years was he your friend though? Was he like deep cover? 10 years?
No. Maybe like a couple years, year or two. But like, and then I was like, damn. And I'm just sitting here looking at you like, you didn't cry to me about these hoes that you be with. Do you think I want to fuck you? Like, so yeah, and just so no. The answer is no. Like no.
That's a pretty solid no as well.
It was emphatic. Yeah. It was definitely there was no wiggle room there. Okay, well, I like strong opinions. Dre.
In my personal opinion, it's hard for me because I can't figure out women, no way. So to know that I have friends that are female is a shock to me at the age I'm currently at. I'm like, how? Because I usually just talk to people and that's pretty much it. But for majority of the time, I have no clue. So for me, it all depends where we met at. And yeah, where we met at in my point in time in life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Ani, it's on you.
Well, I would say here in LA, my best friend is Marcus. I think it works if there's no attraction whatsoever. Then it can't work.
Way to throw Marcus under the bus. You're like,
so is Marcus ugly?
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's what she's saying.
Not my type, let's say like that.
Somewhere there's a Marcus out there going, oh, my heart. Oh, God.
We need
visuals. I need a visual of Marcus. And Marcus sounds like a black dude. Is he black?
Nope. That's why it's not my type.
I mean, Marcus. The name is Marcus. Come on.
No, Marcus is white. He's white, so that's why he's not my type. Maybe.
I've never met white Marcus. Wow.
What? It's a German. In Germany and Austria, that's a pretty popular name.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Marcus. I'm thinking.
Do they go by Mark?
Marcus.
Just.
Oh, Marcus. So you didn't say it like that the first time. You said Marcus. So if you would have said it like that, I would have been like, oh yeah, he's white. Like.
Not Mark.
I would actually be inclined to agree with Janae. And I would say that based on life experience, right?
Yes.
As you get older.
I used to think, yes, absolutely possible, right? But then I had to think about my experiences, right? With the lady best friends, right? I won. Never been an issue. Won, right? Never been an issue. Not an issue today, wasn't an issue before. But with all the other people who I thought were in that position, like, okay, we're good friends, right? There was, as Janae said, ulterior motive, either on my side or the other side. And the thing about it is, I think you lie to yourself about it sometimes. Like, you have this girl, she's right next to you, there's chemistry, there's something, right? and you feel it, but then you dismiss it. Oh, we're just friends, but it builds up and it builds up and it builds up. And then before you know it, you've made yourself look stupid in a series of text messages you sent too late at night and too many drinks in. And then it all goes wrong.
A lot.
Yeah. So I would say, I still would kind of say it's possible, but I would say that it's exceedingly rare unless there is zero attraction on either side, right? I would say either side, because you would think as men, I would have been the one to cross that line. It happened as many times the other way around as it did me doing it, right? So, yeah, that's my story. And I don't seek out, like at this age now, I don't even seek out the opposite sex as friends. Now, if we're doing something together and we have connective tissue like that, right, then yeah, we're friends. Cool. But we have that connection, right? It's not, oh, I'm telling you all about my girl, and, you know, and then it turns into an Usher song and you want to be in a relationship, and try to keep it simple now, you know? Yeah. Try to keep it simple now. So what we learned today are that friends are shitty people sometimes because they put you in weird situations, but they will also save your life if you are dangling 3 stories above the ground.
Was it 3 or 2?
Was it 2 or 3?
3. Oh yeah, you could have been seriously.
So you didn't get it, like when you fell, you didn't like, obviously it hurt, but like nothing, no major injuries.
No, I didn't fall. Like she was holding me by my ankles out the window. Yeah. So I didn't fall. Yeah, like they pulled me up.
That's a friend. That's a real one. That's the definition of a friend, actually, in my book. Yeah,
because if they're willing stops you from falling out windows,
save you. Yeah. Obviously they care.
And that's a real one. I got a good 50+ pounds on her ass. So she could have went out too.
That's a real one. That's someone you keep.
See,
she could be your maid of honor.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Definitely.
When you marry yourself. Right, yeah.
Literally. No, literally said if we're not like we literally said that if we're not like married by like 35, 40, we're just gonna marry each other and then like, you know,
the agreements.
People, you know, that's what it is.
Yeah. Suddenly arranged marriages are making a lot of sense. Am I right? No? Or
all right. Let's say our goodbyes. Andre.
This episode was special. I'm glad I didn't tell the story I had about a friend.
Are you tearing up, Dre? You a little emotional over there?
No.
We love you too, Dre.
Oh no.
We do.
It was the most shocking story of my life. It was like,
well, now you tell it.
Wait, yeah.
We actually don't have time unless you can do it in 30 seconds.
Damn.
Let's just say I saw something I never thought I'd see.
What did you see?
In a bathroom.
I told my story.
Circus like 30 years ago.
Whoa. Oh, wow. 30, you were like 10. That sounds like a childhood trauma. Clint, it's time to say our goodbyes, sir. And you could do it in like your radio sexy voice and just kind of like you did earlier to start the pod.
I don't know what I did, but to any legal folk out there, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come across that way. We've been talking about friends a lot, and I'm just wondering, I feel more in the knowledge of like when a friend-off can become a freak-off.
We did learn that today. Yes. Ani.
Well, I mostly want to apologize to Marcus.
Wow.
Marcus, I think we both are not each other's type, so that's the good news here. Other than that, I'm happy and we'll go to bed soon.
Bobby, let's say good night.
Good night.
So
Janae, Miss International, is it Miss Maryland International?
International.
Yes, Miss Maryland International, you can say your goodbyes and maybe leave us with something profound. Professor?
Yes, Doctor.
There we go. Let me get it. I got to put the respect on your name. My bad. I'm sprinkling it on right now. There we go.
Shout out to all the close friends. Shout out to all the real friends. Shout out to all the new friends, the old friends, we may finally get back in contact type of friends. There's always love there. So we appreciate y'all. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to us for actually coming together. We're new friends. So here we are. Period.
New friends on a fun journey. And next time I think we will wine and dine.
Matthew Perry, rest in peace.
Bobby,
Same thing with me. Shout out to all the ones that are still in my life, and hopefully the new ones. I mean, the older you get, the harder it is. But hey, there's still a possibility. So to the real ones in my life and to the ones that have yet to show up, both male and female. Shout outs to everybody. And you guys, I consider y'all, even y'all friends too as well at this point.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yes.
This is what friendship looks like. Friendship is being up at 11 something at night doing a podcast.
Like friendship, virtual friendship that we never even met in person yet.
Exactly.
Eventually.
That's how it is these days with a lot of people. A lot of people are just meet through online. I mean, a lot of people just text and they're considered friends. That's the world we live in nowadays. And some people are even making friends with AI. So, I mean,
yes,
when you compare it to how this is still within the realm of normal.
And
normalcy.
I is in the realm of normal, and so is marrying my replica. So I will be marrying the AI. I'll give you all the details on the next show. We are the Breakout Crew, and this is the truth about nothing.
Yay.
Yay.
Go team!
Yay!
We've done it again.